Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
No fuckers missed me though, look.
They thought you were still here because there was still a cock on the screen.
Hey! See, look, the numbers are going
What's
up.
that up there, Mickey? It's one of them, look.
Why's he grabbing it down my breasts?
He's poking you in the cleavage.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of the Woody Show. As usual, I've got a technical error. For some reason, my software can't find Tracey, so I'm just going to have to bring her in again because she's sitting there, she's crying her eyes out at the moment because I can't bring her in. Bawling her eyes out there. Oh, there she is. Look, there she is, all green and everything, all big as well. Look, my head's in her cleavage. I just need to add the green screen, so bear with me. All these things, they're all sent to Trias, aren't they? Do you know what? I tried.
Do it like this. I feel
Yeah.
like God.
Yeah, I'll get there. I will get there.
But...
I will get there. Hang on, I'll get there.
yeah.
Hey, woo! There you go. There you go. Good evening, Tracey. I found you at last.
Yay! Hello. Good evening, everybody. I was here all along. I really wasn't in the kitchen getting another glass of wine. Honest, Gov.
No, she was crying though. It was terrible watching her cry. Oh.
See,
It's our second to last stream tonight on RPAN. We will not be streaming on Reddit. Monday night is our last stream. I had terrible problems getting on Reddit tonight. It kept rejecting my stream because it said that I broke community policy by streaming. So, just, you know, I won't miss. I'll miss. I like the pub stream. When I did the pub stream, I quite enjoyed it. But you never know when I can go back out again. The pub stream might actually work. For Twitch.
It may well do. And also, you found that other site that we were talking about the other day, which might.
Yeah, I haven't done much with that. I haven't done much with that at all.
It might be an option if you can't get Twitch to work doing the pub stream, or if it's not suitable, then it might be an option for you to do that. So,
have you got any nice pubs with outdoor areas around your way?
Nice pubs with outdoor. We've got pubs with outdoor areas, and we've got nice pubs. Oh,
okay.
Yes. Actually, there is one that I'm thinking of. I'm obviously not going to say it on chat right now, but there's one that I'm thinking of. A little expensive though. There's probably areas. There's probably ones. You know, there's a Weatherspoons, but that was the one that I was thinking of that you probably really wouldn't want to. But yeah.
I'm not proud. Weatherspoons will work for me.
There's that, or at least the other one that I just said, and I'm just trying to think of. Oh God, what? There will be others, but oh, yes, there's one on the river. There's one on the river, but it's the Youngs, which will be expensive again. So, but
well, have they got a good 4G or even better a 5G signal?
Probably, because of where it is, and it is quite a nice outdoor area, and the clientele will not be laying all over you going whoa. So,
okay, because it might be an idea that I might come up to you and we'll do a pub stream together.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
Get the ginger alien to join us as well.
The alien, did you just say?
Yeah, the ginger alien. Yeah, get him to join us as well.
Yeah. No, it is a pub that we've been to, and like I said, it's a Young's pub, and it does have a nice outdoor area. The
Young's pubs means it's going to be like £6 a pint, Jesus! But then I'll be driving, so I won't be drinking.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Ooh, driving. Oh yeah, I was going to say round here, but you got blue badge, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got blue badge. Yeah.
What the hell you like?
Yeah, I'll park wherever the hell I like.
We don't care.
I will park on a policeman's foreskin.
Oh dear. Yeah. So yeah, perfect. I'll let you know what they are, obviously in Discord and stuff.
So yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tracey. Doing a pub stream like that. Come up then.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because you've got no car, have you?
I've got no car, but you know, I can get around, get to places, and obviously if it's somewhere in London that's relatively easy for me to get to, buses are just easy enough anyway. So.
I don't know if Chislehurst is easy enough for you to get to.
No, see, that's going to be a is that going to be a Victoria train or Charing Cross or something like that?
Charing Cross you can get to New Eltham. I do know that. Victoria you can get to Chislehurst from Victoria. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm remembering because when I used to work at St Mary's Cray, it was Victoria and then St Mary's Cray.
Oh yeah, Chislehurst isn't on the St Mary Cray line.
Yeah, but I was just remembering going that way.
But you can go to St Mary Cray and you can get a bus from St Mary Cray to the pub.
Yeah.
273 bus. No, seriously.
But also Bromley. You know, I used to go to Bromley.
Go to Bromley, you can get 61 that stops right outside.
Ta-da!
No,
Yeah,
162. Sorry, it stops damn near outside.
Oh, it's easy enough. I mean, this is all stuff that we were gonna do, and then you had your chemo in 2019.
Yeah.
And then COVID.
Yeah.
And now chemo again. Oh,
yeah.
Knocking things off the desk.
Yeah.
So once you finish this round of chemo and you're feeling better and it's pub stream time, yeah, no, I'll totally be up for it.
I might, yeah, come down to me. The only reason I say come down to me is because you've seen the pub, you've seen the setting. It's quite a pretty little place, isn't it?
Yeah.
They'll come down to me. They shut at 9:30, so it's not going to be a late night.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That sounds like fun. You know, what with me doing more of my travelling, you know, the last year or so, I just feel like I need to get out and get about more than, especially being stuck in. Like I never was a big traveller before that, and then being stuck in with COVID, you know, with just now that we're allowed to, it's like I want to go everywhere. The only thing stopping me is money. Otherwise, I'd be in a Premier Inn every weekend. Different places in the country, that is, just not just randomly staying in a Premier Inn.
I honestly, for a minute there, thought that that's exactly what you were saying, that all you wanted to do was just go and stay in random Premier Inns. And I'm just sitting there thinking, what can I say to that? Is it what can I possibly say to that? What sort of travel ambition is that? You want to randomly stay in Premier Inns?
The thing does, because when I say Premier Inn, it's because I'm thinking because they're all dotted around the country. There's hundreds of them, and so basically wherever you go, there's going to be either a Premier Inn or a Travelodge near, and it just makes it's nice having the hotel experience because of not traveling and then being stuck in with COVID. It's like, oh, I can do all this stuff now, and you're not spending a fortune. But like I said, you know, the only thing holding me back from travelling around and staying in random Premier Inns is money. So that's
well,
right.
It's if you get a bus, you can get if you get buses, you can do the buses 1 hour thing, can't you?
Yes. Oh yes. No, I know all that. I'm just saying that the sort of general sort of feeling of wanting to.
Is there a bus that goes from where you are to Bromley?
No. See, this was the problem. You know, when we were trying to work it out with you before, and also me when I was working at St Mary Cray, that you have to go to Victoria,
all right,
and then get the train, and then get any buses if you end up at Bromley. And Andy, when he goes to see his mate who still lives in Bromley, it's like a very convoluted, because of where he lives, it's like a train, and then 2 buses or 1 bus, something like that. So, but yeah, it's fine because I mean it's still easy enough to do, but it's not a straight through train. It's not a straight through train or bus at all.
We've actually got no watches on Reddit.
Jesus Christ!
I know.
0. You should screen grab that. Look, bye Reddit. 0.
No, honestly, 424,000 viewers on Reddit, and now this. It's ridiculous.
I know.
Your cleavage isn't even working for Reddit.
If they're not coming in, they're not seeing it.
No, I know. But yeah, that's something we must do, Tracy. That's something we must do, because the pub streams are quite popular. I'm just working out what it was that made us popular, and looking at things like, for instance, the timings. And Friday night, if I don't know if Mickey's about. Mickey, are you watching? Mickey. Or
I
is it,
saw he was active in Discord a minute ago or earlier.
yeah, I can see he's got a green light on. So
He's probably gaming though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's gaming.
uh,
Because that's another thing. Because you were talking about going up to Lowestoft.
oh yeah, I still am.
Yeah. But then you started on the chemo, so that was another thing that had to be forgotten about for now. So that's why was it last week or a couple of streams ago you said, oh, well, why haven't you said that you're coming on? Because it wasn't arranged. it literally got to the point where I'm coming up there to get drunk with you, Mickey. Oh shit, I'm on chemo.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's because that's easy enough, I think. Yes, that's easy enough to get to, because that'll be Liverpool Street, and I can get to Liverpool Street.
Can I make a suggestion, right? Next time you get a pair of glasses, get what I've got on mine, the anti-glare coating.
Oh,
if you look at your glasses, when you look straight on, because of that's it. It looks like you've got It looks like you've got Coca-Cola bottom tops on. It looks like you're Mrs. Myopic. Can you see yourself?
Yeah, no, see, I know. It's only because they're cheap, and I think I can probably get an anti-glare coating to put on them, which is something that, like, I don't know, a spray or something. I'll have a look. But
you can get a spray. You can get a spray. Yeah. I mean, that's what I've got on mine. You do get some glare, but I mean, it's not surprising given the studio light that I've got on.
I've noticed it happens with Mickey's as well, because every now and then I can see the reflection of Pornhub in it.
Oh yeah. Even though he denies it.
Yeah, it's not Pornhub, it's X Hamster.
Yeah. So, we got one watch on Reddit.
Oh.
So I don't know what we've got to do to bring our. I don't know what we've got to do to because I know it sounds crazy, but when I was on my own streaming, I seemed to attract quite an audience. Now I'm no longer streaming on my own. The audience doesn't seem to be there, but I don't think it's that I'm not streaming on my own anymore. I think it's something else. I think maybe we're stale. We need to do something to change things.
Yeah, I've said to you before that it hasn't, and obviously you can't help this. It hasn't helped that you can't do a longer stream.
No, I can't. It unfortunately that is a real problem in my health at the moment.
Yeah, because when forget about the time that we were starting, but when we were starting at like 8 o'clock or whatever it was, or 8:30, that was giving us a run of 3 or 4 hours until you had to take your meds and go to bed.
Yeah. Oh.
Whereas now it's very, very restricted and limited. That's not going to be the only thing, though. That's not going to be the only thing. I think the other thing is that you would see that you're tired already. Another thing is you're tired already. I said, yeah. The other thing as well, you used to do a lot of promoting in Facebook groups, and you've been banned.
Yes.
So that, even if it was just picking up one extra person per stream, that still was helping.
Yeah.
To helping the algorithm and things. And it kind of fell off. I went on holiday and you had the gallbladder, and then you got banned from Facebook, and it all just kind of went from there. We were picking up. We were going up. Dear, we were going up the stairs. We were on the way to partner. I know it was still away, but we were on the way to partner.
Yeah.
And then that sort of perfect storm happened.
Yeah.
So I think, and also you've noticed that we pick up people when we change the background. So maybe it just means that what we need to do is shift what you've got in the back into a corner and have a background. So we're still branded, but have a different background each time. When we've done the spam background, when we did the water background, when you did your graphics down the sides, like when there was graphics, people coming along aren't passing by us and going, oh, Yeah, it's the Woody show again. They're going, hang on, what's this? It's bright and it's something's happening. Do you see what I mean? So
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand completely what you're talking about, Tracy.
also the pub background. The
Yeah.
pub background attracted people.
It did, didn't it?
So it just might be a case of trying to just get different backgrounds. Obviously, we do it for specials like Halloween and things like this, but we could just have, a Monday background, Wednesday background, Saturday background, and just sort of, or move them around. Just try different things. Just trying to think of, because you need to catch the eye in the listings, and that's what's not happening because of people. People do stumble upon us. That's great, but it's not happening enough. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just and when you had the your CCTV up, and when we had the lightning map going on, stuff like that, people were coming in and wondering what the fuck was going on, and we're like, oh, that's blah blah blah. Lovely, yeah. So I mean, it just might be a case of doing something like that, and because you still got your branding, so we're not losing that. I would hate to lose the branding, but is it just too much and too obvious?
That's that.
Yeah. That's nice. See, that's nice, bright and fresh.
Mm.
You know, and I can always. I know you've got free pictures and things, but I can always take pictures, or you can. You know, whoever can always take a picture. Let's say it snows.
I haven't got free picture. We're talking about free pictures.
No, I didn't mean that. But no, what I mean is you've got access to a whole library.
I've signed up to several picture agencies where I can license the pictures to be used in a commercial environment, but that costs me 150 quid a year for each one.
Okay. Yes.
Just just mention that.
And I just want to mention that the numbers have already gone up. So
okay.
little, just only a fraction, but let's say it snowed and there was I took a really nice picture of one of the bridges on the Thames with the snow on it and everything like that. You can put that on, and it just might be, and because people are relating to the fact that it snowed and it's London, and
Yeah.
We could do that. So that what I meant was you've got access to a library, but there's nothing like your own photos.
No, I can take photographs. I've got enough cameras, but it's getting out to do it. But I've got access.
Exactly.
I've got access to 2 picture libraries, so I can use any of their images in a commercial environment like this, like we are now. So I can do that. There we go. Hang on.
Oh God! It looks like we're reading the news now.
Yeah. I've got the Bridge of Cox.
Quite good, actually, though.
It's the Bridge of Cox.
I know. I've seen the shadow.
Yeah.
But actually, that is quite good because that just shows that we're in London. So.
It does, doesn't it? There you go.
Yeah, there we go. We're in London. Come and say hi.
Yeah, there we go. So see, we've let's lose this bit in the middle here as well. Let's lose that. We don't need that.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Yay!
We no longer need that. Let's make you a bit bigger.
Oh.
Make me a bit bigger.
No, I am omnipresent.
How's that?
Yep, lovely. Let's see what happens with that. Let's go with a
Yeah, okay. We're up to 5 viewers now, so we've changed a few things. So maybe we are getting stale. Yeah, maybe we are getting stale.
I think it just might be that people have seen it and they didn't want to look at it in the first place because of that, and then just like it's just I think it's just not getting complacent because people try and do different things all the time, and that's good. And then when something works, it'll work for a few weeks, and then it'll stop working, and you can find something new.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Tracy. I'll make you absolutely right there at all. Let me just.
It's all. I really do think that even the top ones, even the top ones who have got thousands of people, tens of thousands of people watching, they shake it up all the time. You know, they're not going to, if they sit back and do the same thing every time, yeah, they'll have a core of people who pop in, but those people won't stay long enough. You know, they have to always be finding something. So.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But like I say, my health isn't helping matters. I mean, I'll tell you exactly what happens, right? I was just in my dining room building one of my models. And I've been sitting there and I've been doing it. And I just walked from the dining room in here about 15 minutes before the stream started. And just as I walked into my room, it was like somebody just flicked a switch and my legs just collapsed. I was that tired. And it's overwhelming fatigue. It hits you like a slap round the face. And I'm really struggling now. I've got what I call airplane legs. If you've never been on an airplane, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
But I know what you mean because I'm very good at just sitting and not doing anything for a whole day and then getting up and going, where the fuck have my legs gone?
Yeah. It
feels like someone's poured wet cement into your legs.
Yeah, that's it. You've got it in one. Yeah, it feels like you've wearing one of them boots with jelly in them.
Yeah.
And
I tell you what. When I got up to, I was up to about 24.5 stone after my dad died because like everything, COVID, and then my dad dying, and I just was eating takeaways like twice a day. And I got to 24.5 stone. I'd never been that heavy before, and my legs felt like somebody had poured wet cement in constantly, not just from sitting. And I realised that was the time that I realised I had to do something about it because within 6 months, I'd been in a wheelchair, disabled because of my weight. And I thought, this is ridiculous. This is something I can do something about. Now, I know I didn't slim down to like X ultra slim, but I lost 2 stone and I can walk again. So I no longer have that wet cement, wet sand type feeling. Unless I sit for a day. If I'm sat here editing something and I'm really engrossed and I'm like, okay, right, there is, and then I think, oh shit, it's been 6 hours since I last moved, and I get up and like everything's seized up and the legs are like, oh. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
No, just that's all I was saying. That it just hits me that, and that causes me all sorts of problems. At the moment, I'm all right. I'm working my way through it, but as the evening gets on, I might end up having to end the stream because I am that shattered, and I don't like it when it's like that. I don't like it when it's like that at all.
That's okay. Because look, we just there's no rush, and we'll get through Christmas, and then by the time we got through Christmas, you'll be seeing the end of this round of chemo in sight, and then we'll be able to start planning doing pub streams. And why have I got a cock next to me? Oh, that side. No, that side. Oh, in front of you. Yay! It's Tracy and the cock.
I'm being a cock. Yeah, I'm being a cock. I'm just doing things on the stream for a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, that's all right. People looking will wonder why on earth we've got a cock eating Westminster Bridge, and well, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? The Westminster's full of cocks.
Exactly. It's the Bridge of Cocks.
Yeah, so one thing what we do need to do is we need to, at some point, set a date for when we're going to have our on-stream Christmas party.
Yes.
Just so that, like you can do a Christmassy background and we can drink eggnog or something, but we should have a Christmassy party at some point.
Okay.
Don't have to set the date now, I'm just saying.
No, I understand. It's only November, you know that, don't you?
Yes, I know, but I keep getting nagged by my sister because I've got... Hey, Nat!
Hello, Nat. How are we all? How are you doing, Nat? We're just talking about Christmas, Nat.
I've got my birthday coming, and you've got your birthday coming. And
I have.
I don't feel like it's going to be Christmas until after my birthday.
What date's your birthday?
The 27th.
Of November?
Yeah.
Mine's nearer Christmas than yours.
Huh?
Mine's nearer Christmas than yours.
I know, but you know that I know that. But see, the thing is, don't mention Christmas. And he's putting a Christmas graphic up. No, I know that. The thing is, my birthday is exactly 4 weeks before Christmas. And I don't feel Christmassy at all until after that's gone, because my birthday first. But all I've got is all my family saying to me, yeah, but I've got to get organised. I need to know who wants what for Christmas and who's going where and that. And my brain's going, shut up. So that's the only reason why I mentioned Christmas, because we've got to have a little Christmas party on stream at some point in December. So that's the only reason I mentioned it.
My birthday is actually December the 13th, so we don't have anything before December the 13th. Absolutely not before December the 13th.
There you go.
That was always a rule. That was always a rule when I was growing up. And I'll always love my parents for that.
That's exactly the same as what I'm. There we go. Baubles. That's exactly the same as how I feel, though. I can't feel Christmassy until my birthday's gone. And then once my birthday's gone, I can then start going, right, okay, who am I buying presents for? And where the hell do I get a tree from? How are you doing tonight? Anyway, Nat. Nat says, if I had my way, I wouldn't put... Excuse me. I wouldn't put the decorations up till Christmas Eve, but the other half always gets her way. Yeah, Christmas Eve is a little bit late. A little bit late. Would you be taking them down on Boxing Day? Christmas Eve is a little bit late for me, but I don't start actually feeling Christmassy. I start thinking about Christmas after my birthday, but I don't actually start feeling the Christmas spirit until about second week-ish of December. So there's about 10 days to go before Christmas. So I get 10 days this side, and then about a week after, and then once by New Year's Eve, I want to be taking the decorations down. But I know that I want to just leave them up a little bit. So I usually take them down on Christmas Day. Not Christmas Day. That would be that would be so depressing. Right, it's over now. New Year's Day. When does everybody take their Christmas decorations down?
Mine come down January the 2nd.
All right, yeah, that's what's similar to me then. Mine's usually January the 1st. If my hangover's not too bad.
I got up this morning and my television wouldn't work.
What was wrong with it?
It won't come on. I've had to buy a new TV.
Oh God, what's kind of like something burnt out or something?
No, it just wouldn't come on, so I had to buy a new TV.
Oh. Can they not be mended these days? Oh my God, look. Oh, do you know what I thought that was? I thought that was shit sprinkled in glitter.
You thought it was what?
Shit sprinkled in glitter.
Okay. Very strange person.
That's what it looked like when it first came up. I lost my mum to a pulmonary embolism when I was 17, and Christmas never felt the same since. But I put on a brave face every year. It's not my favourite time of year, but I do enjoy seeing everyone else happy. I don't take the decks down till January the 6th, though. Yeah, I know it does. When something traumatic happens at Christmas, it does change Christmas. Well, Steve can attest to that. What happened to you on Christmas Eve?
My father, a serving police officer, was killed in the line of duty. Died on Christmas Eve, December 1971.
Yeah.
I was diagnosed with cancer on December the 24th, 2013.
There you go.
But I won't let it spoil my Christmas. I try not to let it spoil my Christmas.
Yeah. It makes a big difference when you have children, or you've got children in the family to have the magic of Christmas, though, too. So
I don't let it get me down. Christmas Eve, I'm very depressed, but I don't let it. I get down, but I don't let it affect my relationship with the other people and things like that. I put a cupcake and a cock up because I can. All right, there's no other reason other than that. It's because I can.
You say that to all the girls.
Well, I do. Did I tell you about the nurse? Did I tell you about the nurse when I had my gallbladder out? Right, that night the nurse came and he said, right, I'm going to take your thing off your. I had those things on my legs that puff your legs up, right?
Oh, yeah.
I said, I'm going to remove your catheter as well. So she pulled the catheter out. She held it up. She said, that's a long one. And I looked down and I said, I've heard that before. And she looked down and said, I bet you have.
Naughty Nursey.
Naughty Nursey. Naughty Nursey. Oh.
Nat says
That's what you do, Nat. You just put on a brave face. You just hide your pain. Because it's my pain. It's not my kid's pain.
they agreed with me though that the cupcake looked like a poo at first. It looked like a turd that had been sprinkled in glitter. But yeah, exactly. And you see, that's the thing. You entered into the you enter into the spirit of Christmas. You know, you may not be feeling it inside, and hopefully by doing that, it gives you a sense of Christmas. I don't know. You know, I think you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't. But I am enjoying the struggle.
Nat. It looks a bit like Mickey. What? The cock or the turd? Oh, dear. Both. Oh, bless. You know, he might be watching. Mickey is everyone's favourite grumpy granddad. Except Steve's. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I missed all of last night's stream. Did anything good happen? I need to watch it.
No. It was very quiet. We had a high of 3 people.
Blimey, yeah.
We had a high of 3 people. I mean, we've got 2 on Reddit at the moment. I'm not tracking Twitch stats. What we got on Twitch? We have 6. So we've got 1 more than 5. So that's not bad. I'm just going to go and get myself a drink. I'll be back in a second. Hold the fort, Tracy, all right?
Okie doke. Yep, it's just me. It is the Tracey show for the next 2 minutes or so while he's getting himself a drink. He says he's getting himself a drink, but it won't be alcoholic. Mine is wine. He'll be getting himself probably either a hot drink or a big old pint of milk. I was going to say big old pint of Mickey then. You got me thinking about Mickey now. Oh, dear, oh, dear. So where's all your other people? Are they hanging around elsewhere? You know, your group of friends. So I did a pre-stream just before this. I finished at about 9 o'clock and had a bit of a chat with people. As Steve can't stream particularly very long at the moment with his chemo knackering him out and things, I do an hour of streaming. So if you want to follow me, then you'll catch up. I don't do any of this magic. It's not as magical as this. It's literally my shitty background with whatever mess I've got on the table behind me that day. Ah, cool. Yeah, don't force them. Don't drag them in. But if they want to say hi, then of course they're very welcome. Everyone's very welcome. So who else have we got here? We've got 6 people watching us. I don't know who's watching us on Reddit, but on Twitch we've got 6 people watching us. Reddit is closing their streaming service on Tuesday, so we've got tonight and Monday are the last times that we're going to be on Reddit.
We've got 4 people watching on Reddit. Ah,
well, there we go. And I'm sure you know how to find us on Twitch, so just come on over. Otherwise,
I'm filling my face with full fat, high caffeine espressos, in the hope that I can stay awake for a reasonable time on this stream, Tracy. The downside is at 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'm probably going to be bouncing off the ceiling. So maybe this is not a good idea. Oh.
Are we still on I'm a Celeb Matt? Hancock.
Yeah, you can talk about him if you like. He's a dick, so yeah. I haven't actually kept up with it. I haven't actually checked the news today. Is he still being a cunt?
Of course he is. I mean, I've not checked the news, but it's Matt Hancock. I don't know. There's a lot of clickbait news headlines going around at the moment. It's like, the celebrities will walk out if Matt Hancock does this anymore, and I just no, because it's clickbait. It's just shit. So
he cried.
Hey,
what the hell did he cry for? I don't watch the program. I'll be honest. I'll be honest now. I have enough living my own reality without living anybody else's reality. I really don't enjoy reality television, as strange as it may seem. I really don't enjoy watching other people's lives.
Everybody's different, and I like Big Brother, but I can see why people don't like Big Brother. I can see why, but I don't like Love Island. And people say to me, "But you loved Big Brother. Love Island is just the same." No, it's not. I don't want to see people in bikinis shagging or whatever, or coupling up or whatever they do. I want the Big Brother experience. Anyway, what did he cry about? And did you actually see the tears? Because I don't believe it. Oh, there we go. Nat Green says the campmates were grilling him for what he did mid-pandemic and was apologising to them while crying. Seemed very much like crocodile tears to me. You mean the ones like when he was on TV going like that, you know, about my granny's had the jab, or, you know, rubbish like that. There we go. Which side are we? There we go. All I've got to do is just lovely. Got my
That's for the tissues.
yeah, what a load of shit. Oh, we managed to force them out. Oh my god. Oh, CF Woody, hello. Didn't see you there. Nat.
Good evening, Woody. Welcome to my special guest star. It's a cock. We've called him Matt.
Yeah.
We've nicknamed him Matt. All right, it's a cock, and we've nicknamed him Matt.
But who's the cupcake turd then?
Cupcake? I don't know. It's just a random graphic. You said change things.
Boy George. No.
No. You said change things.
Yeah, it seems fitting. No, I know you're doing very well, Steve. I'm going to pat you on the head there. Look, very, very good, Steve. Very good.
She said change things, so I did.
Very good, very good. Go, stay there, stay where you are. Ah, let me stroke your head. There we go. No, don't move because I can't get your head there. Ah.
Your audio's gone, Tracy. Your audio's gone. You just completely gone. I can't hear you. I don't know whether they can hear you on the stream or not.
Can you hear me, guys? Because
It's all right. Oh, you're back. You're back.
God knows what happened then. All right.
God knows what happened there.
Yeah. Nat says to Woody, to CF Woody, do you think the cupcake looks like a poo? He said, no, it looks like a cupcake. Oh, he couldn't but come out. I don't know what happened then. Oh God, I don't want to have to replace my webcam too quickly, but oh, we've got what have we got here? Yeah, see, look, that's very fitting for West.
That cock is nicknamed Matt, and that's nicknamed George.
Yay!
Because it's a chameleon.
I'm a chameleon.
And that is my opinion of I'm a celebrity.
That's absolutely fine.
Oh. Now, there you go.
That's absolutely fine. You're very welcome to. But that's what I mean. I mean, I went through a phase of liking I'm a Celebrity, and now I don't watch it. Strictly Come Dancing, I went through probably about 8 years, 7, 8 years. I watched it. I didn't watch it when it was first out. Then I got into it, and now I'm off it again. Bake Off, Great British Bake Off. I liked about 4 seasons of that, and now I'm off it again. So yeah, I'm not so much a reality TV person. I don't watch the structured TV, reality TV. No, scripted. You know, like Only Ways Essex and Made in Chelsea. Don't watch any of that shit either. Yeah, I've seen that, Nat. Oh, hi.
Hello, Mr. Is it Snifo or Sniffo?
I think it's Sneffo. He did the pronunciation. This is the guy who was in my stream earlier. So welcome to the Woody Show. We're well. Well, Steve's a bit tired because I was explaining all that. Anyway, Nat, that's terrible. I keep seeing it on Twitter, and it's more terrible every time I see it.
Oh, that's terrible, Nat. That is actually terrible.
Yeah.
That is actually terrible. You need to. We'll put him on a timeout. Give him a time clock of the heart. All right. We'll not have these terrible puns.
Yeah, is it pronounced Sneffo? He said it's like it's a French name. I dabble in dad jokes, Nat says, can't like. Yeah, that's why you're so welcome on here, because Mickey, who's not here at the moment, needs new
I dabble in
material.
Pornhub.
Mickey needs new material. I thought it was. Yeah, so you pronounce it Sneffo. Because he's French. So it's Sneffo.
Okay.
Yeah. What
Right.
do you call a dog that can do magic? A labracadabrador. But
That was rough.
Mickey's gonna love it. Mickey, where are you?
That was rough. That was rough.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yes. But Mr. Sneffo, this is what we do 3 or 4 times a week. We get together. The guy who normally sits here, but it's a toilet roll at the moment because he does gaming on a Saturday night, and he'll join us when if he finishes his gaming. For the rest of the like Mondays and Wednesdays, it's all 3 of us. And that's Steve, who I was telling you about how he's going through like really tough chemo at the moment. But as you can see, he's holding up. He's drinking his coffee. He does all the magic. He does all this. So you can't see any of the crap that was behind me earlier. Labracadabrador. That is still painful. Still hurting from that one.
So do we approve that I've nicknamed our cock Matt?
I approve. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do approve. He's even got that little kind of glint that's not really a tear in his eye. So, Matt Hancock. I don't
Does
know.
life get... Orchard equivalent says life gets better like fine wine. Which generation was the worst, they say on Reddit. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think my generation was the worst because from 1974 to 1980, I spent my entire time trying to fuck anything with a pulse. Because AIDS and sexual transmitted diseases weren't really talked about, and they weren't really talked about in school. So we knew they existed, but you thought that it was only prostitutes that got them, and you spent your entire time trying to fuck anything with a pulse, and that's what I spent my entire youth doing. That's why I've lost my hair. I mean, that's why I look knackered like this now.
Yeah, he's not really on chemo. He's just bloody knackered.
No,
shagging too much.
I'm just knackered after doing that. So did that answer your question about which generation is the best worst? I think my generation was the worst because of the way we sexually carried on, and were blissfully unaware of the dangers. It wasn't until the 80s that the dangers became apparent. So in the 1970s, it was a bit different. So I think we were a very lucky generation, but a very, very dangerous time.
I think you've got to remember as well.
Sorry?
You've got to remember as well that STDs, or venereal diseases, by then you had oh God, what's the word? Free access, good access to penicillin. So 100 years before, people were dying of syphilis still.
Well, they would. They get syphilis and think I'm a gonorrhea.
It's all right, Nat. He won't be hiding out because these jokes are terrible. but you'd get syphilis or gonorrhea or anything like that, and you'd be able to get antibiotics. Whereas 100 years before, they were treating syphilis with mercury up the penis, and stuff like this. So not only did the pill come along, but you didn't have to worry about the venereal diseases, because if you got one, which you didn't think you would, but if you got one, it was just a course of antibiotics. It wasn't a death sentence. And then AIDS came along in the 80s, or HIV. You know what I mean?
It was just a strange time. We also had music and drugs. It really was a time of sex, drugs, and rock and roll for me. Is the answer to that question.
That carried on throughout the rest of your life.
Well, I don't know. The sex bit has slowed down a bit in the last few years.
And the drugs have stopped.
The drug? No, I've got a pharmacy here.
You've got legal drugs now, haven't you?
And I've got legal drugs. Yeah, I've got legal morphine and shit.
Walking pharmacy.
Sorry, Tracy. What?
That's all right. I said you're a walking bleeding pharmacy, aren't you now?
We are, yeah, I am, but I'm getting old now, so it's yeah, you've got to be honest, right? I'll tell you something, right? I do have ED, erectile dysfunction, and that's purely down to the amount of drugs I have to take each day. You can't, these drugs do affect your system. They affect your system when you've got cancer. The drugs you take are very powerful drugs. As one of the nurses described it, you're taking one deadly poison to kill another deadly poison. Yeah. So they do have their side effects, and that's one of the side effects. Another side effect is the fatigue that I get.
It's just a good job you can talk fast.
Not as fast as I used to be able to.
Yeah, but I'm sure that that's not a problem.
I haven't got the lung capacity now. I haven't got the lung capacity now, so.
Oh.
But yeah, the amount of drugs I take is phenomenal. It really is. It's frightening actually, because prior to, I was thinking about this the other day. Prior to December 2013, the only other time I've been in my life was in 1978 when I had appendicitis and I had my appendix out. So I'd gone from 1978 to 2013 without having any illnesses apart from colds and flu. And I never actually had flu. I actually only ever had colds because I got flu in 2019, and that's when I realised what flu was. And I realised that what I'd had in the past wasn't flu; it was just a bad cold.
Yeah.
And I didn't take any drugs at all. I'd maybe take an occasional ibuprofen if I had a headache, but even then I didn't have that many headaches. And then all of a sudden you're diagnosed with cancer, and then you get masses of drugs. I have to take 7 different drugs in the morning. I have to inject myself with 2 different drugs throughout the day, and at night I have to take 5 different drugs. Plus, I've got on-demand drugs like morphine if I need it, and Piriton if I need it.
Yeah.
And I do need Piriton because I'm allergic to the adhesive, medical adhesive.
How did that change go? Yes, that would have been Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah. It's something I have to do every week. Get my PICC line changed. You're wondering what we're talking about? This is how I get my chemotherapy drugs. It's called a PICC line, peripherally inserted central catheter. Just there is a tube that goes into my arm, up my vein to my heart, and when I have my chemotherapy every 3 weeks, they put the drugs in through there because it's dangerous to just try and give it to you any other way. Sort of share that with you.
Didn't you have to have a scan this week, or am I going mad there?
No, I've got the scan on the 22nd.
Oh, it's your next chemo. Next chemo? Or
25th.
Oh, yeah, no, I couldn't remember. Yeah. So, good. So, that's it. It's your mid-cycle. Not mid-cycle.
I am mid-cycle, yeah. 25th is my next chemo.
No, the scan, I mean, it's your mid-term.
Yeah. The mid-term scan, yeah.
I have got interesting info for you. Boaty is doing his own live streams now.
Who?
Boaty, Jason.
All right, where's he doing them?
He's doing them on YouTube, Mondays, Thursdays, and I watched Thursday's one, and I was typing on there and that. He'd love to have you as a guest.
Yeah. Yeah, we can fuck right off.
But yeah, he does it. But the streams that he processes and leaves up there. So if you're interested, it's on his 500 cheap car challenge. No,
I'm not interested. He was a friend of mine and he shit on me, so he can fuck right off.
Okay.
I have no interest at all. You can tell him that as well.
Oh no.
Tell him I think he's a wanker.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, I've got no interest in him at all. He was supposed to be my friend.
Okay. Well, I just thought you might be interested that that he.
No, I'm not. I've got nothing I want to share with a man.
I'm just saying he was talking fondly of you. All right, we'll change the subject now.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I just wanted to say that it was just this bit of interest. So,
I love it. This has been the story of my life, right? I lead and others follow. Seriously, whenever I do something, people follow. There was always, because he's an eBay seller, it was always the same on eBay. I'd come up with a new and original idea, and everybody would follow me. Which actually was quite good, because what I'd do sometimes is I'd come up with an idea that would get them into trouble. Because the thing about I call them cloners, right? The thing about cloners, right, is when they copy you and clone you, right, it's because they can't think of it themselves. So they haven't got the brain power to actually look at the situation properly. So what you can do is you can actually lead them into a little trap, right? And you can teach them everything they know, but you don't teach them everything you know.
Yeah.
And that is, so what they do is they clone you, but they don't quite get it right.
Yeah.
And they can't work out why they're suddenly getting banned, or their accounts are being closed, or they're in trouble. It's because they can't think for themselves. And I used to do that. I used to lay little minefields and little traps, little Easter eggs for people that followed me, thinking, you know, I mean, I remember one time I put some JavaScript in the page source code of one of my listings.
Yes.
What?
I said yes. I used to do white text.
Yeah, well, I put some JavaScript source code in there that you wouldn't even see when you highlighted it. And then when people started copying my listings, the JavaScript would run on their page and it would redirect them back to my listing.
Oh my God, no, that's brought a memory back actually of I think it was Dr. Steve, the DVD guy. What kind of his name? What was his name?
Dr. Steve Williams, yeah.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, I remember that he used to put JavaScript code in his eBay listing, so it would run something quite offensive on other people's.
Until he got caught out when suddenly all of his pictures got changed for pornography. Yeah. Yes, I code in PHP, C++, and Java. If you must know. Yeah. For my sins.
Mr. Sneffo was telling me that he is at university doing web development. So
Okay.
So
well, I went to university, but I didn't have web development when I was at university. And I went to university. I was there for nearly 5 years, and I don't remember anything. But that's because it was all cannabis.
yeah.
It was all I remember about university. All I remember about university is getting stoned constantly, stoned and drunk. I'm sure I've got a degree somewhere. But, I don't really remember it.
Oh.
Cascading style sheets, eh? CSS. I do HTML and CSS. I forgot about that. Yeah. Cascading style sheets. But my university, my entire time at university, I swear to God, I spent being stoned. And I've spoken to some people at university nowadays, right? Because I've got some nieces and nephews that have gone. Apparently, nothing's changed.
Oh, that's something that we would never have thought.
Actually, university introduced me to drugs. University introduced me to cannabis. Yeah, you'd have study groups. And what study groups actually meant was let's get wrecked and let's have an orgy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Maybe it was just me. Maybe I just attracted those sort of people. But I had a lot of fun when I was at university.
Oh dear. And
I had hair as well.
in uni they teach you the basics and mostly algorithms and some C language.
I didn't study coding at university. I studied history. So there you go. I'm self-taught with coding. I bought my first PC. I bought my first computer back in 1982, and I don't know which country you're in, Mr. Sneffo, but my first computer was a Sinclair ZX81 that I got from Tandy, and you had to build it yourself, and it had 1K memory.
God.
Yeah, imagine that, eh? 1K memory.
Days. That was a lot.
1K was it? You could get a lot done in 1K.
Yeah.
And then I taught myself Sinclair Basic. And from there, I taught myself assembly language, Sinclair assembly language. And I started writing. There was a magazine called Sinclair User that came out, and I used to write a lot of the programs for that magazine. I actually earned quite a bit of money doing that. They published the programs, and people could put the programs themselves, copy them from the listing in the magazine, and put them in their own computer. But I wrote quite a few of those. back in the day. But yeah, I teach myself all of the graphics you see, all of the special effects you see on this stream. They're all done by me. Everything's done by me. That was done in After Effects. That was done in Photoshop. These two I just grabbed from a site, but I just colorized this one in Photoshop earlier, and that was done in After Effects. So I do all that now for my sins. How much was your tuition? My tuition was about £22,000, BMW Invader, and it took me until I was nearly 45 to pay it back. I don't know how it's changed now, but then you had to pay it back. If you earned a certain amount, you had to pay back something like 5% of it. Once you'd earned over that certain amount, you had to pay back a percentage. And it took me till I was almost 45 to pay back my student loan. So 20 years, I think. My final payments were about $230 a month I was paying, but I was earning the money, so it wasn't a problem. But the actual tuition altogether come to 22,000. With accommodation and the police fines, things like that, and the bail money. BMW Invader. So
but you got some of that back with the kidnap ransoms coming in. So
yeah. I'm just gonna go and get another coffee. It seems to be working.
Oh, good.
Oh.
So he's gone off to get another coffee because it's keeping him awake and bouncy. So that's good. Who have we got here? Mickey, are you here yet, or are you still gaming? We are missing you. Well, I'm missing you anyway. I can't really talk much about computer coding and things like that because I didn't really. I did some I know I can do very basic HTML, but honestly, it's so much like another language to me. My brother is IT expert, and that is what he earns lots of money doing. Literally, he makes when somebody's got a problem with their computer, he recreates the problem and then fixes it. If you see what I mean. So, but I can maintain a computer and do my bits and pieces and editing and things, but I'm not a coding person. So, but that's fine. It would be boring if we were all doing the same thing. Well,
can I let in a little secret?
Go on then.
I'm at university now.
Oh yes. How's it going?
It's going all right. Well, I had to take a break while I'm taking chemo. I'm on a hiatus now till February. But I'm with the Open University studying for another degree, and I have been for a year. But I've had to take a hiatus at the moment till February. So, computer science and technology I'm studying. So there you go, Mr. Snifo.
What happened to Spanish? I thought you were doing Spanish.
No, that was just a module. That was just a module I was studying.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
All right, because with Open University, they've got degree courses which I'm on, and they've got modules which you can study as standalone things. But I stopped doing that when I stopped learning to speak Spanish when I realised that I couldn't travel anymore. No point in speaking Spanish if you're not going to go to Spain, is there?
No.
So, although I still do speak Spanish badly, but we did that. So yeah, that was a module. You could study them. You'd go onto the university and study them. But
no, I don't have the time at the moment, but I do know because I did a year of I think, oh God, what was it? It was a foundation. Art foundation. So it was like a year to do that, so that it led me into doing a degree, but I didn't do anything else after that because life took me in a different direction. But that's fine. You know, at some point I'll have enough time to be able to go, right, I'm going to further my brain for some reason. Oh dear. So I've just got to type to my daughter. Hold on.
So I've had to take a break on it, but I need 120 credits for the whole for the whole degree, and I've got 60 so far. So I'm halfway through it, and I've got another 3 years, I think, to go. So it'll take me about 6 years altogether to get this degree. And the good news is I didn't have to finance it. The good news is because it's financed for me. I got a grant because I've got cancer. One of the only good things that happened with cancer. Otherwise, it would have cost a lot of money. I think it's about 35,000 now to take a degree, Tracy. Oh, it's horrendously expensive.
Oh my
That's
God.
what people moan about student loans. Like I said, my student loan took me the best part of 20 years to pay it off. And there are other people that are still, the people that I was at university with are still paying off their student loans now. I took Ben, a friend of mine. I was talking to him the other day, and he's still paying off his student loan. It's just phenomenal. The cost of education, university education. I mean, if you get a bursary or if you get a grant, you're laughing. But the cost of actually going to university is expensive. It really is. And I think it's about 30 to 35,000 pounds now for a degree, which is crazy. That's an undergraduate degree. Postgraduate degrees I think are a bit cheaper because you don't have to study so much, but undergraduate degrees are very expensive. My current one is a postgraduate degree because I've already got one degree, so it's but I got a grant from one of the cancer charities to do it, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, that's Nat Green. You're right. That's one of the worst things about being in university, especially if you get what's called a useless degree, which is what I had. I had a useless degree. I mean, I went to university to study, not for a career, but because I had a passionate interest in history, and I wanted to study and I wanted to learn more about history because I firmly believe that we don't know where we're going unless we know where we've been. Yeah. Where we've been is how we define we're going forward. So I was passionate about learning history, but it's a useless degree because nobody wants to employ somebody with a degree in history. You know, it was absolutely useless, but it didn't matter because I had another career anyway. But I did enjoy it. But a lot of my friends, they've got good degrees. One of my friends, he became a quantity surveyor. He's earning a fortune now. As a quantity surveyor. But he's also he paid off his student loan at a phenomenal, £500-600 a month he was paying on his student loan. But that's because he had a good degree. But other people I know, I mean, one of my friends had a degree in psychology. I mean, that's absolutely useless. He's what does he do now? He's some sort of engineer, but he had a degree in psychology, which was useless.
So it depends on if you've got a thing that you want to go into, something that you can use the degree in psychology for, then that's great. But if you don't plan to use it and you're going to go on and be a quantity surveyor or something, it is absolutely bloody useless.
Yeah, mine was useless, but I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
But then when I did it, I had no idea what I ended up being a printer, so I was earning some decent money.
That is the problem though, because people get shoved into doing O levels, GCSEs now, or whatever it is called now. They get shoved into those at an age where you don't really know what you want to do. Then it goes on to A levels, and then it goes on to university, and you're out of university by 21, and you still, a lot of the time, don't really know what you want to do. Like you
21, 26, more like it.
26. Oh my God.
Yeah. 3 years. The average degree, right? If you're good, you can do a degree in 3 years, but 6 years is realistic.
Yeah.
So 21 is high hopes.
Nowadays, degrees aren't what they used to be. The majority of unis accept anyone and everyone, so it's no longer deemed to be a necessity in today's world. Yeah,
that's not my experience.
Yeah, if everybody's got one, then it devalues it.
That's not my experience. I had to struggle to find a university that would accept me, even though I've already got a degree. So I had to go to the OU in the end to get for a postgraduate degree. The universities that I wanted to go to wouldn't accept me, even though I've already got a degree. So it's and I've got GCSE. Well, I haven't got GCSEs. They're called O levels and A levels. but they wouldn't accept me with my qualifications. So that's honestly not my experience.
The very, very first year of GCSEs, and what a bloody mess that was. I mean, they were supposed to be better than where you spend 2 years learning things and then cram for like 6 weeks and then do a final exam, and it's all based on that. But the GCSEs it was only something like 20% of what you did over the 2 years went towards it, and then 80% was the final exam, so it didn't really make much difference. And even the teachers didn't know what the hell they were doing, and it was just an absolute mess.
I don't think they want the mature students dying halfway through the course. That's what it is. They say if you die in the middle of a lecture, you tend to stink a bit by the end. So I don't think they wanted that. So I think that's what the problem was.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, because they can go on for hours, those lectures, and by the time it's over, you'll have let go of everything.
But curiously, my time at university was I honestly it really was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It really, really was, and I'm
jealous. I didn't go to university.
But I think that's my personality, isn't it, Tracy? I've always been like that, haven't I?
Yeah. I dropped well out of school and everything like that. I would have liked to have gone to university because it was like way more grown up, but I hated school, so I couldn't get to that bit. I just hated the secondary school bit, and it was just awful experience. Hated it. When I went back about 2 years later to do a couple of GCSEs, that was so much better, because we got treated, rather than sheep or cattle, we got treated like individual people. And I was only doing 2 GCSEs, but it felt like how it should have felt at school, and nah. So I got a couple of GCSEs afterwards, which I haven't had to use. So
I'm just reading on Twitter, right? I'm just reading a news headline on ITV News, right? American parents say their children are speaking in British accents after watching too much Peppa Pig.
And do you know what? The opposite is happening here, because UK kids, British kids, are watching a lot of YouTube and TikTok Americans, so they're speaking with an American accent. That's
But it sounds like twats when they do that.
Oh, I know, don't. I just... It's all right, everyone. I'm awake again.
Very happy I have over an hour of crap to watch on YouTube after tonight's The Woody Show live stream. Saturday nights don't get better than this. Go on.
I don't know what they are at the moment. I've got them all queued up. Some of it's Boaty, which you won't want to know about. Some of it's my sister waffling on about Christmas. So yeah, I've got over an hour of stuff. When I finish here, I'm going to just click that YouTube button and be away with the fairies for a while. Nat Green says, I always say that education in this country is like putting a monkey, an elephant, and a goldfish in front of a tree and telling them to climb it. Yeah. Yeah.
My money's on the goldfish.
Yeah. In that situation, I probably would have been the goldfish. I was absolutely fine with British education. I was absolutely fine until secondary school. I loved primary school. Then I hit secondary school, and I was sort of okay for a couple of years, and then it just, well, I mean, it wasn't excellent, but then it went downhill. It wasn't lack of intelligence at all. It was just, I think I've always, well, I'm pretty sure I've always had undiagnosed ADHD, which got worse as I became a teenager, and then I just couldn't focus or enjoy it, or I was always away with the fairies and trying to make people laugh and things, and people saw that as disruptive, but really what they should have been doing is looking and going, hang on, why is she being disruptive? But yeah, oh well.
I've got somebody on Twitter following me whose nickname is Lightning Tit.
Lightning. Are they is their profile interesting at all?
Another one, right? Their name is You Wouldn't Bum a Swan.
They've
got a blue tick as well.
No, way.
Yep. Jesus Christ has a blue tick now. He's verified.
Oh, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. I follow God, and
He's verified.
Is he verified? Because he
got blue tick.
He had to put parody in his name.
Yeah.
Because of the new rules.
Yeah. What you mean? He might be confused with the real God.
Yeah, but he was told he had to put parody in his name.
Yeah, I know, but in case he gets confused with the real God.
Yeah.
So, well, why don't you follow the real God on Twitter then?
I thought I had.
All right. Oh, that's why he's got to put parody in there then.
No, I just. Oh, hang on. What's that doing? How did that just flash up at me? Something flashed at me. Oh, right, you just liked my tweet. God. Who am I following? I'm following God, not a parody, actually God. And the tweet of God I'm following, and I'm following the good God above. And I don't know. He's got 6.2 million. That God, not a parody, actually God. And God, the good God above. It says God parody account. Parody. Because he had to. He said earlier, I had to put parody in my name and in my bio because comedy is legal again. He says. I don't know about the. Is there a God? No, I can't find a blue tick God. I can't find a blue tick.
I just don't understand Twitter. Twitter amazes me. I really don't understand it, and I've been on it 12 years. I don't. I can't crack Twitter, right? I can't crack Twitter. How many followers have I got? I have 250. I've made 12,000 tweets, and I've only got 253 followers.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that it's not so much the tweeting; it's the interaction. You have to interact with people and have conversations with people, and that's
piss me off.
Yeah, I know. Same. That's why I've only got 40 odd people on my Twitter. I know what you're supposed to do. I just can't be bothered. And also the thing is, if you post links all the time, the algorithm goes, "Oh, you're a bot," and pushes you down and hides you and all that thing. So I try not to do that. But I don't want to talk to people. It's like I get into conversation with people. Hi, best pal. I'll get in a conversation with you, darling. We talked earlier, best pal. Me and best pal. Steve, he said that he got judged by a woman when he walked into Wetherspoons.
This is a man that sticks fireworks in his ear and lights them. All right, okay. So you know, yes, he's going to have adventures.
Apparently, he was wearing a Stone Island top, and he was with.
Of course he was. Of course he was. Of course he was.
No, he's laughing. I didn't get the Stone Island reference, but apparently it's to do with violent people wear them or something. Yeah, I know. I think it went over my head because I remember Adidas being associated with chavs, but that was years ago as well. So.
I thought it was Burberry.
Oh yeah, no, Burberry was a chav thing, but Adidas was like, yeah.
So I've got to interact with these people.
Yes, you have to like things, you have to reply to things, you have to retweet them and quote tweet them, and yeah, without putting links in. If you put links in, the all the time algorithm goes, no, that's a bot. So you need to interact with them and have conversations with them, which is a drag.
Fuck.
I know. But that's the thing. If you follow people on Twitter who you would want to interact with and have conversations with, then it makes it easier. Twitter's just a piece of shit. Well, again, it depends on who you're following. So, Twitter is a cesspit, but you need to.
Oh, it is a toxic cesspit. Well,
yeah.
It is and it isn't. It depends. If you can Twitter, you can customize to your own experience. If you want to get to the toxic cesspit parts of Twitter, you can get there, but I don't. I mean, my Twitter feed is actually quite decent because I don't follow any political characters. I don't get involved in any of the politics, and as soon as somebody starts either talking politics or religion to me, I'll block them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, see, that's what I'm saying. So as long as you're following the accounts that you want to follow, you'll only see the stuff that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Within my interest, it's mainly modelling groups that modelling people that I follow.
This kind of modelling.
Not that kind of modelling, Tracy. Scale modelling. You knew this.
I know, but it's just the way you said. I follow modelling accounts, and yeah. Best Pal says if they get rid of the 200 limit, I can see the paragraphs and rants getting written. Yeah, no, so can I. And honestly, my attention span will not run that far on Twitter. I'm happy with the character limit now, and you can carry on reading the thread if you want to. But if it's paragraphs, if it's walls of text of people ranting, or trying to tell us something, or trying to impart information, they can just no. I'll just be scrolling on past.
Did I tell you my telly went wrong this morning?
Yes, you did just now.
I had to buy a new one.
Yeah, you said.
400 quid.
Is it a better one though?
Well, it's a new one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because my one was 4K, ultra high D. I've had it 7 years, the TV. It wouldn't turn on this morning. And I've had a good look at it, and I went through the factory reset, and it wouldn't turn on or anything. It's a Samsung I've got. A Samsung 55-inch ultra high definition 4K TV, which TV I've got is. It's not worth. I looked at getting it repaired, but it's not worth it because the people I've spoken to say, well, no, they don't repair them. They just swap out the circuit board. Yes, I will be watching the World Cup, Best Pal. Trust me, this house becomes World. This house. My missus is Welsh, so she's a rugby player. She loves rugby, but during the World Cup and the Euros, this house becomes a football house, and that's the primary reason why I had to suddenly go out and buy another television. Most of the time I watch TV on my computer, but when England are playing, I want to watch it in the front room with the surround sound and the big screen. So yeah, I'm going to be watching the World Cup. I'm definitely going to be watching the World Cup because I actually think we've got a chance. I really do. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching the World Cup. Yes, I've got a flagpole and everything. Yeah, I even paint my face. All right. I might do a Union flag on my head. I've got plenty of space there.
You need to do that for the stream. Yes,
Yeah.
please. Get it in permanent marker, and then it will last.
Yeah.
You're sweating.
So I've got some football themed backgrounds and special effects coming for the stream when the football's on.
Excellent.
And we'll have to amend the stream if it clashes with any England match.
Oh no, definitely. Yeah. Don't have me coming on when England's playing. We'll have to see what it is and tweak it time wise and things. So.
But I actually think we've got a good chance of winning this World Cup. I think we're going into this World Cup. I know we've had some pretty poor results in the last couple of matches, but I actually think we're in the best position to win a World Cup than we've ever been since 1966. And I still support Gareth Southgate, and I saw his choice of squad, I think we're doing well. And I know America's in our group. We've got America, Wales, and somebody else.
America. We won't lose to America. I don't think we ever have.
We have lost to America. We lost big time. 2-1. They knocked us out of a World Cup once. 2-1.
Oh my
in the 1990s, I think. Iran. That's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've knocked us out of the World Cup. America have. Either the qualifiers or out of the first round. But I actually think we stand a good chance of. We stand a good chance of winning this World Cup, and it doesn't matter if America beat us in the round. It doesn't matter because it's the first two teams, the top two teams that qualify for the knockout.
Yeah.
So actually, having America beat us could work in our favour because it means we won't meet them in the knockout stage.
Yes.
So yeah, but I still think England will rise to the challenge. I do think. The team he's picked is very similar to the one that nearly won the Euros, or the squad is very similar to the one that nearly won the Euros, and I think we're going to do well.
I hope he's talking to the ladies England football team manager.
Hey?
I hope he's been talking to the ladies' England football team the ladies' team. You know what I mean? You know, the manager of the England ladies team.
Yeah.
I hope he's been talking to her and getting tips off of her. Because I mean, that would just yeah. This. I'm not going to do her accent, but you know, she's like Dutch or something. You know, this is how we did it, or Swedish, something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I think we'll do well, but it's going to be an interesting thing. Quite a few people say America are one to watch. I don't think so. I mean, football is in our DNA, and I think we can rise to the occasion. I really do think we'll do well this World Cup, and we probably have a chance of winning it. What are the? I'm just going to have a look at the betting odds. World Cup odds. Let's have a look at the betting odds.
I've not seen, to be honest. I just sort of got excited because somebody said that the World Cup final, is actually listed in the the Christmas TV guide.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's like, God, we're that close to the World Cup and the World Cup final. So yeah.
Brazil are the favourites to win.
They always are, though.
I know. They've won it 4 times, 3 times, 4 times.
Yeah. They are usually such a good squad anyway. So good team, rather.
Well, 7-1, which means the bookmakers are giving us good odds.
Well, that's good.
But they're favouring Brazil and Argentina.
Yeah, but the thing is, Brazil always are up there with good odds, because they usually do have excellent players. So I reckon Wales will get to the round of 16 and get knocked out.
France is 6-1, and they're the reigning champions. So we're on a par with France. It's a very difficult one because we're going to be playing in 40-degree heat, which actually favours the South American teams.
It does, yes. I'm quite looking forward to this World Cup because I don't like it being in Qatar, but the fact that it's in Qatar is making, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, because Qatar makes me think of Qatar, you know, when you've got you know, but I'm just going to be interested to see how all the players across the teams.
The UK times are going to be kicking off at 1 p.m, 4 p.m, 7 p.m, and 10 p.m, which is 10 a.m, 1 p.m, 4 p.m, and 7 p.m. in the UK. So there's not going to be any late matches.
Woo!
So there's not going to be any late matches.
Sorry,
England, Monday the 22nd is our first match, and that's 1 p.m. in the UK. We're playing against Iran.
Mickey's splatting me.
No, I can see. We're playing against Iran. Our next match is on the 25th, 7 p.m, which is against good evening, Mickey, which is against the United States, and our last match is on the 29th, 7 p.m, which is against Wales. Well, we've got rid of them. Thank fuck for that. I thought they'd never go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Woody Show. It's just me tonight. I must change that to Tracy, Mickey, and Woody.
Peace and quiet. Thank you, best pal.
Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh. Oh, Mickey, you are a Tracy head.
Oh. I'm buried between your two mountains.
on top of the I can't get the pointing right. On top of the tower.
Cool, as long as you don't stick that up my arse, I'll be all right. Ouch!
You already have. Look at that.
Ouch! Drinking wine through a straw.
Yeah, just still
Tender tough.
No. The one that I had pulled out, it's healed, but I'm still just nursing it because I don't want to dislodge the And how are you feeling? Because you know, like Monday and Wednesday, you were feeling like you had a bit of a chill or something.
Yeah, I'm still the same. Still Still can't shake this bloody chesty cough. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I'm all right.
Have
I
you
didn't
been to the doctor about that shoulder, or has that got better?
I haven't been yet. No, it's still not better, but I haven't been. Was it Wednesday? I rang up at, well, they open at 8. You can only ring up on the day. 8 o'clock, I rang up.
Yeah.
You're number 21 in the queue. When I got through, oh, there's no appointments left. No phone consultants? No. No nurse consultant? No. Fuck you. And I haven't bothered since, to be fair.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Oh, number 21 on the queue, and I was on. Sorry?
It doesn't matter what time you start ringing. You can't start ringing at 7:30. It has to be once the line's open at 8.
Yeah, exactly that.
And then you're in the queue. And it's
well, I was 21 in the queue for about fucking 25 minutes.
And then all of a sudden, no, everything's gone.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But got it.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, still pretty much the same.
It doesn't sound good.
I didn't get up till 10 o'clock today, to be fair. I went to bed about 2.
Yeah.
After we finished last night. And I think Steve's right about what he says about Friday night. So it's him a bit of a dead loss to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about down there, but most people seem to go out on a Friday night round here. No, I don't want Dean Smith. You shove him up your ass and that. Huh? Yeah. What I'll do is I'll see if I can swap my Saturday games for Friday games, and just
that would work perfectly then. Yeah.
I mean, they play every night, so you know. No, you can stick your Dean Smiths.
That means we've got a full team all 3 nights.
Yeah. The only Smiths I want in that is fucking John Smiths. Just a pint of that'll do. Yeah.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah, it gives us time. I am a Villa fan, and yeah, I know Dean Smith's a Villa fan. Well, I mean, he's a Birmingham lad, isn't he? So he would be. But
hang on, it doesn't give me any longer break. I already have that. Let's be agreeing. I already have Thursdays and Fridays, but now you guys will be able to feel my relaxation as well.
Well, it just gives us another extra day to pick up some topics, whatever's going. And
well, I tell you what I find. I treat Thursday and Friday like my weekend now, because I do Saturday night on here, and then it's Monday, and then it's Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday, because they're those 2 days, that becomes my weekend. So
yeah.
Anyway, go on, yeah. Sorry, Mickey.
Forgot what I was going to say. No, I was hoping that our Hawaiian friend was here tonight. I wanted to congratulate him on Samoa beating our England rugby team today.
Not seen him for a relative while. I hope he's okay.
No, we haven't. No.
Maybe I have to give him a shout out in Discord.
Yeah, he's
probably just busy, but
probably busy. Yeah.
So you notice when people aren't around for a bit, and it's like, oh, I haven't seen those people. So
yeah, it's
yeah. So that was today, and I haven't watched last night's stream. So what did you get up to, like yesterday and Thursday?
Thursday, I was in Norwich.
Again.
Much to my dismay, yes, I was in fucking Norwich.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I can't remember if it's league or union, to be honest, because I know we lost to the All Blacks in one and Samoa in the other. So
didn't you realise the last time you were in Norwich that you've looked at everything that you're not going to buy?
Oh, well, she did actually spend some money this time.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, she did actually spend.
No, Nat, the thing is, it's not so much leaving Norwich alone, it's just that
I don't want to go there.
He's being dragged to Norwich for shopping. And he's already been like 10 times in the last week.
So, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yes, I was in the city centre. Yeah.
Thank you, Boston Chickie.
I was in the city centre doing shopping. You know, Primark. Who loves fucking Primark? Fuck's sake. Eh?
Have they not got one in Suffolk yet?
We haven't got one in Lowestoft or anything.
All right.
Actually, I used to sit in Debenhams Cafe, but since it's up fucking Debenhams, I can't do that.
Oh yes.
Debenhams Cafe, because she used to get in. I mean, it's about 4 or 5 floors in Debenhams in Norwich, and she'd be in there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'd go in the cafe, have me lunch and bloody cup of coffee, while she went round there.
Yeah, that works out really well.
Yeah.
No, that's excellent.
Actually, the only spoons I like in Norwich is the Iceni down on Riverside. Yeah, I love the Iceni. That's the other one in town. I forget what it's called. Up by Castle Mallow. I don't like that one.
I think my dad might have been to the Iceni. I'm pretty sure my ex-brother-in-law has, because if it's down by the Riverside.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We went in the Iceni one night and bought some jugs of
like sangria
cocktails.
Yeah.
And they were the shittiest cocktails I've ever had. Shitty. I bought a mojito, tasted like fucking water, and they just dipped a fucking leaf of mint in there. That was shit.
And it came with a side of lamb.
Had
a name on it.
I wish. I used to go in there years ago, Nat, when Brannigan's used to be down there. We used to go in the Iceni, have a couple of pints in there, and then go down Brannigan's. But
there you go. Look at you lot knowing each other from
Brannigan's been gone for fucking years now, isn't it? I used to like it in there. My missus used to boogie while I prop the bar up. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in Norwich about once a month and that's all.
Yeah. All right. So, what else has been happening? What have you? Anything that you've seen in the news to titillate us with?
Not really. No, not really. We did have a natter about him who must not be mentioned that's in the jungle last night.
I noticed that the title had been changed last night. Like when I looked today, and I was like, "Hey, we got told off for that the other night. Now it's blatantly."
We were just saying what a twat he was, but
no. That's earlier. I can't remember who it was. One of the guys who's in the chat at the moment was saying about Matt Hancock shed a tear. I think it was Nat Green actually. Shed a tear because of he was feeling bad about what had happened in lockdown and that, and the news is just a wind up.
You're right, PSE, you are.
Well, we don't actually talk about the big news. We talk about all the peripherals, the ones that people generally that where are we? Which side am I? There we go. That cock there is Matt Hancock. No, I'm pointing too far. I was waiting to see.
I've not been to Dereham for years now. But I don't like Norwich City Centre, but the wife loves it, so crack on. It's gone downhill the past few years, I must admit.
I've not done any shopping in Norwich. Yeah, like I said, my sister lives there and she's done shopping around there and enjoys it and that, but I've not actually ever done any shopping around there. Can't really talk about the current news without being controversial. That's why we stay off the controversial stuff. You need to look at the stupid stuff around the edges, not the big issues. Look at the stupid stuff around the edges. Like Matt Hancock in I'm a Celebrity, or somebody, I know, I can't think of what else is going on, but it's flying in. Norwich is not exactly the nicest place. Better than London in some places, though.
It's nice to know that Ukraine have took Kherson back.
Yes, what?
Hey, that's good.
Yes.
I see a reporter in there, and people were rejoicing and that. They just got to get some food into them. And
it's amazing what is happening actually. With that, and they're pushed back, and the forces, the people, the Russian people who are fighting there, are having to smuggle themselves out dressed as civilians.
Yeah.
It's not. They just don't want any more of it, and they are just amazing. Yes. Yes, best pal.
And in the news today, the Suffolk pub of the year, and I hope I'm not pissed, is called the Cock Horse Inn.
What was that? Say that again.
The pub of the year
Yeah.
for Suffolk is called the Cock Horse Inn.
Cock Horse Inn.
It's a bit, but yeah, well, I mean, if I was pissed, it would probably be the Horse Cock Inn, but but it's called the, yeah, I don't know whereabouts it is. Lavenham. It's in Lavenham. Oh, right.
He says, see the apparent Banksy art in Ukraine. No, I've not seen that. You'll have to post a link.
I have, and he has acknowledged that it was his.
Really? That's fantastic.
Yeah, 3. I think there's 3 of them, isn't there, Banksy? Nat? Isn't there 3 Banksies, isn't there, Nat?
Oh, it's BSC that's doing the Banksy. Dandy.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Nat's read the title of the link, sex offender found with genitals cut off, and he's decided not to click on it. Whereas Andy's saying about the Banksy.
Yeah,
I'm drinking tonight, Mickey.
No, I haven't. No.
Yes. Oh, that's fantastic. I haven't seen it. I shall go and have a nosy shortly.
There's 3 of them. Yeah.
Best pal says, has anyone seen the cheese and onion sandwich going viral? No.
No, I bet it.
It went viral and then Mickey ate it. So I'm just Banksy Ukraine. Let's see what I can find.
Here's the best one yet. The headline is Devastating Impact. Tony Blair hits out at PM slashing overseas aid. Like, the only reason they need it is that fucking twat bomb the fuckers, isn't it? That's why people need overseas aid.
Yeah.
He's got absolutely no room to fricking talk.
No.
Huh? Absolutely no room to talk.
Oh dear.
Huh? You want to keep quiet and go away.
I know, but he just keeps popping up, doesn't he? It's just...
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's the one Banksy that I can see at the moment is the Ukraine.
Somebody upside down. There's somebody standing on their hands or something.
Yeah, it's a Ukraine gymnast mural.
That's the only one I saw. But I saw that there was 3.
Yeah.
3.
More news I'm clicking on. Oh, there we go. Banksy murals. There's one. There's one of a kid, like, sort of.
Oh, Steve's got his cock out, Trace.
Oh.
Look on screen.
Oh. He joked. He's
Oh, that's Matt, is it?
It sounds like he's got his cock in his mouth by the sound of it. All right, so not sausage sandwich then.
I know he's always bragging about the size of it, but fucking hell, if he's got it in his mouth. Fucking Jesus. I thought he was a contortionist.
Go on then, best pal. We know it's going to make us hurt. Our bums are going to squeeze so tight we're going to ingest our chairs, but we're going to listen to it.
Come on, best pal, see if I can laugh at this one. I haven't laughed at any of the others.
Learn to enjoy your own company and you will never be lonely. You will be alone, but being alone is fantastic. But being lonely is not good. But enjoy your own company. Make sure you've got a good social network of friends.
Yeah.
And you know, a relationship will come via that or via work or whatever. Never try too hard to find a relationship. A relationship will find you. There you go.
Yep. There you go.
There you go, best pal.
That's Aunt Tracey for you. Our little hey.
Well, it's true. A lot of people are scared of being alone.
But the thing is, Trace, if you go looking for a relationship too hard, you'll probably end up in the wrong one.
Exactly. Exactly. Sorry. Let me just break off of this. Best pal, read the joke that Nat's put there. What do you call a dog that could do magic? We were groaning about this. Oh no, not best pal, Mickey. That was for you.
A labracadabra. Oh, fucking hell. King of the dad jokes. Look.
There you go.
Oi,
All right, I thought I was. Yeah.
king of the dad jokes.
There you go.
Not that you can
It's
probably
green.
read
You have
it.
to put it in front of your face. Anyway, yeah, no, but so many people are afraid of being alone because they think alone is like lonely, and it's not. Alone is great. Lonely is not great. But being alone and being in your own company and being able to accept your own company and enjoy your own company is magical. Work on yourself and work on being able to be alone and enjoy yourself when you're alone, and you will never be lonely. There you go. Yeah. So no, don't listen to social pressures. Don't listen to family pressures. Be married or else you're a failure. You're not a failure as a person yourself. You need to being yourself, and being by yourself is not a failure. It's better to be by yourself than be in the wrong relationship, or in a relationship that is so crap it's failing anyway. But society says, oh well, you're not a failure because you're in a relationship. No, it's bollocks. It's better to be a successful by yourself than to be a failure in a relationship. No, be a failed relationship. You know what I mean. That's where I was going anyway. And that was 4 times steak.
My wife and I were together 16 hours, 16 years.
That was a quick one.
16 years before we got married.
Yes.
So, it's plenty of time. Don't rush into anything. For Christ's sake. Marriage isn't the be-all, end-all. You can quite happily live in a relationship without being married. So no, don't rush into anything. No, just it's much better to just be by yourself and enjoy being by yourself. And a lot of people do. This is the thing. A lot of people do enjoy being by themselves. It's not necessarily even the lonely thing. A lot of people do enjoy being by themselves, pursuing their own interests. Maybe pursuing it with friends, but just not being in a relationship. But it's society or family that says you're a failure if you don't have somebody with you. And that's just not true. If you are one of these people that just really wants to be living by yourself or existing by yourself and having friends and things like that, it doesn't make you a failure at all. You just, it'd be boring if everybody liked the same. So. Yeah. Lived on your own. You can leave your dirty skiddies on the floor, your dirty socks, without getting bitched at. That's absolutely great.
When did you last come to my place, Mickey? Then.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is. I love being. I love being in a relationship, and I love spending time by myself, and I love being together with my family, and I love it when my family go home. So.
I spend a lot of my time on my own since I've retired, and Donna's still at work, so I'm not so keen on it. To be fair, I'm really not. But
again, it doesn't make you a failure. But also, I mean, do you find that you're lonely, or is it just that you would rather not be alone?
I'd rather. Well, it's probably because 38 years of being with people,
Yeah.
And now I know Donna's here in the evenings and that, but during the days you get a bit fed up. Yeah. I mean, I have my granddaughter around on a Friday. That's good fun.
Yeah. Best pal said
we could almost go to Norwich on a Thursday when she has a day off.
You'll see lots of people there. Best pal said my mindset was I'm not going to go out looking for a relationship, but if it happens, it happens. Find someone, and I did find someone when I wasn't looking.
Yeah, exactly that.
That's the thing. If you go out looking, then yeah, you can probably find lots of one-night stands or some one-night stands or whatever. But
my wife couldn't stand the sight of me when she met me. That's the truth. She could not stand me. I met her through my brother, but she could not stand me when. But there you go. 38 hours, 38 years later, we're still here.
Again, are you sure she's not been slipping whiskey in your tea tonight?
I haven't touched a drop of alcohol tonight. I know, but yeah.
Well, they do say that there's a fine line between love and hate, and she probably just fancied the pants off you, but hated the fact she did.
Probably.
What?
She only went. I think I told you before. She only went out with me because I had a Ford Capri. She loved the car. She didn't like me very much, but it was a. I wish I still had that car. I'd be fair.
You got photos of it and stuff, I hope.
I haven't. Well,
Oh,
I probably have somewhere, but all the photo albums are.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
because we don't use photo albums now, do we?
I know.
I think they're all stored away in one of the wardrobes upstairs. I'll have to dig them out one day.
That's one thing I've been slowly doing is going through my photo collection, my printed photo collection,
Yeah.
and scan them in at a good res, not too high, but 200 or 300 DPI, and then putting away the physical one, not in an album, but in a box.
Yeah.
And with a lid, like a plastic box with a lid, so that no bugs and things can get in. But then I've got the digital version on my computer and also stored elsewhere. It's not just in one place because I'm not going through all those thousands again. And I'm slowly catching up to where I crossed over from sending off films to be developed and my first digital camera, which is around about 2005-ish. So I've got about 6 more years to do, and then I'll have caught up with that. But then, of course, I've got to go through, when you go, like with your camera or your phone or whatever, and you go, I haven't got any memory, let's do a quick dump. Let's dump it all onto the computer and we'll sort it out later. And you never do.
Well, I've never had a dump just because I've got a full camera, Tracy.
You do a photo dump. You get rid
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. you do a photo dump from your computer from your phone or your camera onto the computer, and you go, I'll sort that out later, and you've got a random folder that says photos to be sorted or phone dump or something, and then like 10 years later you find it again, you go, Jesus, what were these from?
War of the Worlds, they're shooting down the Queen Elizabeth Tower.
What? Huh? What?
Did you see the spaceman? Look, spaceman shooting down the Queen Elizabeth Tower. Because that's what it's called, isn't it? Big Ben is fucking
That's
Bell.
Really good, actually. Well done, Steve.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah, I know. He actually had it going to that. Our first digital camera was 2001. No, I think it was 2005. Pretty sure it was 2005 because of what I've got.
We'll have no domestics on air, please.
Say what?
No domestics on air.
He's saying 2001. I don't remember having one in 2001. But if he can show me the pictures from 2001, then that's absolutely fine. When you got that PC? Possibly then. Possibly. I do seem to remember sending off photos to I remember taking photos and having to send them off to be processed so that we could sell on eBay. That's how bad it was.
Cool,
and that was around about 2004. Okay. It probably was then. But like I said, there was like a crossover time. There would have been a crossover time where
he was using a digital and you were using your fucking
my
box brownie still.
Windy.
Yeah.
Put it in an envelope. Please develop these.
Surely you'd have been better off with a Polaroid.
We had a Polaroid
for your eBay sales. Although the films are hell of an expensive. I think you only got about fucking 8 or 12 or something.
No, see that's what I mean.
And they're ever so expensive.
You could process 30 or whatever it was prints for like a £5, which was way cheaper than like it. So if you buy the film, what was that, £2 or something? So let's say you're spending less than a tenner just to get all that done. Whereas if you for 30 odd prints, and then if it was Polaroid, you're spending that amount of money for like 8. So.
Yeah.
But eventually we got the digital camera. I seem to remember it was from Asda. You probably can correct me on that, Andy. If I just remember standing in the foyer of Asda and going, "Oh, this looks like quite a good camera. We've never had one before."
I think my first one was from Asda, because they don't do it now. But in the Great Yarmouth one, you used to go just inside the door, and there was a little camera place where you could get your prints printed, or hand over your little card and they'd print them for you.
Yeah.
You know, your card that goes in your camera and that. SD card, that's the one.
Yep. It was.
Yeah, so and so that's where I bought my first one from.
Yeah, yeah.
From Asda's.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the very, very basic camera, the first one. I'm pretty sure it was from Asda, because it was there and it was like, oh, you know, we haven't got one, let's get one. We're doing eBay. We weren't power sellers or anything then. It was just like we started getting into eBay and we needed to take photos. So the video worked on taking multiple frames. Oh my God, yes. So it wasn't actually taking a video, you were taking multiple pictures and then running, yeah. Dear, Dems for the days. Dems for the days. PC World. What's that PC World? Which one did we buy from Asda then? Must have been the next one. Anyway, good memories. Good memories. It was probably something like a 1 megapixel or something, and we thought it was the height of technology. Working out what's going on. I can hear Steve puffing and panting. I hope he's all right. Oh, he's back. You're back. What was all the breathing about?
Hey?
What was all the breathing about?
Nebulizer.
Ah, right.
Not nebulizer, my asthma.
Well,
yeah.
I got one.
You know what I mean, Mickey.
Yeah, I got one.
Spacer, yeah.
I've had a bit of a break. I'm back now.
Oh wait, don't forget, Steve. We always said before that if you needed to do that, then we could do this. You could start the stream and we could just carry it until you feel better.
No fuckers missed me though. Look, nobody said that. Look.
No, but there's only 3 people watching at the moment.
They thought you were still here because there was still a cock on the screen.
Hey! See, look, the numbers are going
What's that up there, Mickey? It's one of them, look.
Why's it grabbing coming out of my breasts?
He's poking you in the cleavage.
I'm sure it won't be the first time she's ever been poked in the cleavage. And I'm sure it won't be the last.
I'm innocent.
All right. I'm sure Tracey's fully aware of what a tit fuck is. I'm sure Andrew is anyway. I'm sure Andrew is.
What? I can't hear you over the coughing.
I said I'm sure Andrew's fully aware of what a tit fuck is.
I bet he loves motorboating.
Yeah.
No, do you know when you said motorboating, I thought you meant windmilling.
You thought it meant what? Windmilling?
Oh, fucking hell, that would knock me out.
Oh, age. Yeah, did I tell you my teeth are going yellow? Look.
Yeah.
Look at that, look.
Yeah, you said Wednesday, I think.
That's chemotherapy doing that. They've gone from white to yellow in under a
when
week.
you finish chemo, fuck off to Turkey. They'll stick you another one of bright fucking gleaming.
Oh, turkey teeth, no chance, Mickey. They look so artificial. I can't believe how yellow my teeth are going.
Are you sure that it's not some kind of chemical reaction because you're drinking so much coffee at the moment to stay awake?
No.
No. In the whole of recorded history, nobody's ever had yellow teeth from coffee.
Oh, okay.
No, it's definitely the chemotherapy is one of the side effects.
Anyway, in other news, I got a letter from the NHS today.
Saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm due another prostate exam, apparently.
Oh, I like prostate exams.
Well, no,
I always take the box.
Send me is the little card you have to shit on and then send them back.
Oh, right, okay.
That's not a prostate. That's colon.
That's colon. That's yeah.
say, you already gave him that, Steve.
Prostate is the rubber glove, Mickey, where you have the rubber glove, the KY jelly, and
You already gave him that,
yeah.
Steve.
I beg your pardon. It's a bowel cancer screen.
Yeah, bowel
Ah.
cancer thing, yeah.
Yes.
Every 2
Well, yeah.
years now, you've got to shit in a bottle.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
does that start?
Huh?
When do they start getting you to
60.
shit in a bottle?
60.
And then it's every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
The reason I wanted to know was because at my age, the cervical smears go to every 5 years, but I've also now been invited for my first breast screening. So I just wondered what else they wanted to get out of me.
No, the prostate is the rubber glove and the KY jelly. I always take a box of chocolates when I go for my prostate exam. I'm thinking about taking flowers as well now. The doctor appreciates it when they want to give him the chocolates.
56,
Andy, it's a colonoscopy. It's basically you do. I think you might have had it. You basically send off a poo sample, and then they can check that for blood and cells and things like that.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, in case you got any polyps.
No, when I had a bit of a gynae problem at one point, basically my coil strings disappeared, and I was there, and they were trying to find it. And
Well, it must be painful. A fucking mattress spring fucking disappearing. Cool.
At our age, Tracy, they ask for all sorts of things. You know, you'll get the doctor saying, "Can I have a sperm sample, a stool sample, and a urine sample?" So I just give them my underwear.
yeah. Look.
no, it was you saying about that you take flowers and chocolates, and I went to a gynae appointment once when they had to try and find the strings, and they had 2 students at the business end. And the gynecologist, who was actually quite a good-looking gynecologist, was holding my hand up here, got into my face, going, "It's okay, don't worry, you know, it'll be fine and everything." And when I finished, it was like, did I just have an orgy or something? I had a woman and a man down here, and a gorgeous man here whispering sweet nothings.
I believe on Pornhub they call that an airtight.
What the fuck? I've never heard that one before.
When I had the snip.
You've never heard of an airtight? Google it.
No.
Google it.
When I had a snip, they had students in there, and there's this German one. She's gorgeous, but actually, she said, and he's showing them where they snip it. And she said, "Do you mind if I feel?" I said, "Well, I do, because I don't think you'd like the results."
You might be the last person I get pregnant, love.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh,
All I wanted to do, I mean, it's so embarrassing. You've got fucking 4 students around there, and this bloke's pointing out all your fucking bits, and all I would just crack on, mate, and let me get out of here.
Yeah,
like,
listen, I'm having a vasectomy, and it all still works, so don't get too close.
you know, it's just, whoa. Do you mind if I have a feel? It's the first time I've ever told a woman I don't want her to feel it. Hey? Oh, Christ.
At least she asked.
Yeah.
You should have taken chocolates, Mickey.
Yeah, look, Robbie's Rotten Ghost. Bless the NHS, fingering old men's bums for £10.75 an hour. Oh, dear.
Oh,
It comes to us all with age, Robbie. It comes to us all with age.
oh dear, oh dear.
We've got a mascot. We call him Matt.
Yeah.
Surely it should be a mascot. No?
I can see what you did there, Mickey. I see what you did there.
See what I did, yeah.
I saw what you did there.
Yeah. Went down like a lead balloon.
It did, didn't it? It did, didn't it? It went down like one of Turbo Best Pals jokes.
Yeah.
No, it went down like one of Turbo Best Pals anecdotes.
Oh.
The brick on the head, the firework up the arse, wasn't it, or something?
Oh, fuck me! I've just heard fireworks go off outside. What is wrong with people?
We had some go off earlier.
I'm visiting you.
My poor old dog was under my chair earlier. They're still setting them off around here. Mind you, it was about 8 o'clock. Bless her.
You know, I had fireworks going off at about 8 o'clock, and I was sat here thinking, that was last weekend. That was last weekend. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't had a life like that for a while. That's good. Still continent, thankfully.
Are you sure? Have you been doing them pelvic floor exercises?
Suck. Suck. You know I'm doing it wrong if I suck, isn't it? No, that's not right. Clench.
Suck.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, sucking. I'm sitting on a towel, sucking, trying to suck the towel up.
Did she just say she's become incontinent?
No, I said I don't want to be incontinent. You know
Okay.
what? The minute I turned 40, I had adverts in my Facebook stream and everything like this for Tenor Lady.
Do you remember that far back?
Yes, yes. No, because I remember it was literally overnight. My ads being offered to me were Botox, Tenor Lady, it was dentures, life insurance, and it was just like, hang on a minute, I'm only 40.
You wait till you get the saga spam.
Oh my fucking god, yeah.
I get life insurance offered to me, but it's just.
I mean, who the fuck wants to go on a coach holiday with a load of old fucking people? Huh? And that's what I get. Yay, coach holidays for the fucking over 60s. Yeah, righto.
My mum used to moan about stuff like that. She used to moan that she'd be like, "Oh, I'm not into anything. I'm not quite the blue rinse brigade." And I think she was thinking that because she was over 60, people were thinking she had to go on coach holidays. And I was like, "No, you want to go to India or other places? Why just have to do the old people stuff?" But she never did. She never did. She just used to complain.
What the fuck is an incontinental breakfast?
An incontinental breakfast.
Is it where you piss yourself while you get a crop?
Yeah.
Incontinental breakfast.
He's taking a piss, I think.
I
hope so. Incontinental. Dear, oh dear. Oh, that's. Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought that was your joke. Lovely incontinental breakfast. Don't like eggs.
Can I change the subject? I've discovered Etsy.
Who? Etsy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've discovered Etsy. Yeah.
I thought you said ecstasy.
No, I discovered Etsy 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I was looking for because you know I make scale models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking for a paint stand or paint organiser because my paints. I'm a messy worker and my paints get all over the place. So I was looking for a nice paint organiser, and I looked on eBay and I looked on Amazon and they were quite expensive. And I just happened to Google, and I saw some ads come up for Etsy, and I went to Etsy and the same paint organiser that was being sold for 30 quid on eBay and 30 quid on Amazon was $11.99. So I bought it. And I bought some other bits, like some. I didn't realise that they actually specialise in the craft stuff there. So I bought some paintbrush holders as well, which is I never knew that I wanted them until I saw them, and I realised they actually solved the problem that I had with my paintbrushes.
Let me just check something out here. I don't know if it's still going.
But I was quite impressed with Etsy.
Yeah. This one's still going. Etsy, I think is. America based, and this one is, I think, the UK version. Not UK version, but UK like thing. So it's fun. Is again, it's crafts and small businesses and things like that. So you might want to have a look at them as well. They might not be as good as Etsy. I'm just saying that it's another place for you to browse and sell. Because the thing is, you could make your models and then sell them if people wanted them.
No, and they don't sell. They don't sell what I need. Foxy doesn't sell what I need.
Right, I'm just saying that it's another place for you to look at. So it just when you said Etsy, I thought, hang on, and Foxy do stuff.
If I'm too old, hang on. If I'm too old, can I ask questions? Mazaroth says, "No, you can ask questions if you like. We don't like them. We won't answer them." That's a very simple one.
UK version is called Sketchy. That does sound a bit sketchy. Let me just check out whether you're talking sketchy stuff.
Yeah, Mazaroth. Yeah. Look, Philly Boots, ask away. Ask away.
Sketchy is actually engaging visual stories. So, yeah. Get
we'll answer your questions, and unless we don't like them, then we won't. You can ask us anything except that.
Yeah, we don't
Yep.
talk about
Right, Mickey is our walking encyclopedia. We call him Mickey Wiki Mickey.
Which way am I pointing? No, it's that way now. Oh, Mickey, you've swapped sides.
I have. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Do you want me to swap you back?
No. It's all right. It makes a change, doesn't it? Is my seat nice and warm?
I'm quite impressed. I bought it Thursday. It arrived today. It's self-assembly, but I'm quite impressed with it. It actually solves a problem, and I actually wanted a little, because I keep when I'm doing my models, I paint 2 or 3 colours at the same time. You know, one part's one colour. What are you doing, Mickey?
Just caught that.
Oh, okay. I just thought he was on Pornhub then for a second. I thought he was on Pornhub for a second.
I said to him, "Is my seat warm?" And he starts like jiggling around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take a fucking puff.
Either that, or he's just getting overexcited about the parts that you have to self-assemble.
I just quickly looked up and I saw him doing that. I thought, what the fuck is he up to? Is he on Pornhub again? Yeah.
It's because I can't do that. I can't reach because my.
Look, we've got to stretch. Got to stretch here. Oh, there we go.
My radiator's in the way. I can't reach down there now. Oh no, but Mickey can.
Mazarov wanted to know if you could ask a question. I said yes, and he hasn't asked. Oh.
No.
Well, perhaps that's the question he wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Maybe
that was the question.
Oh. I'll pop that clip onto Discord later for you, Mickey. Oh, thank you for that, Andy. Thank you very much. Right, so Reddit, what? Oh, lost. His mate lost a lot of loads. Okay.
Are you off? I'm off. Say goodbye to Tracy and Mickey.
Bye, Tracy and Mickey.
Bye, Sean.
See you later, Sean. Not that she can hear us.
Bye, Sean. No, she can't. Wish she saw you.
Right, so what was that? It was Reddit had said his mate lost a lot of loads. That must have been because Mickey was shaking his thing.
Yes.
I'm going to call it a day at midnight, if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah. What's time now? Yeah, 10 to, yeah. Absolutely fine.
Of course. That means that I can go and poke my chicken.
You can post your chicken.
Poke it!
Oh.
I'm just going to go around the neighbours' houses posting.
Yeah, fucking sticking your chicken legs through, sticking your wings through the fucking door boxes, letter boxes at this time of night.
I've got some chicken in the slow cooker, which I can smell.
Right,
and it needs to be stirred. And I think I might turn it off for the night and then just finish it off tomorrow. But it needs stirring, so poke my chicken. I have to say it in a rude way. It would not be Tracy if it was.
Okay, I got you in real time now. My question: how can we optimise the legacy to the next generation? Well, that's a very interesting question. It also it needs to have what you think is the legacy for the next generation to be defined, because there are some people that would define it as climate change. There are some people that would define it as ending fossil fuels. I would define it as I consider this generation a generation of stupidity. Is that the legacy we want to leave to the next generation? Because I honestly feel that people are stupid.
I'm going to say that that's because of what the TV wants to feed us, though. The TV
you have to ask the question. You have to define what you think the legacy is.
But I was just going to say that I think that the TV and media would lead us to believe this generation is stupid, and it feeds into the dumbness of the stupidity. So what the question was okay, get you. How can we optimize the legacy to the next generations? Feed people better quality media, feed better, more intelligent media programs, TV, things to think about, make people think and sit there and just like gawp at stupid people eating bugs on TV. So yeah, the best legacy I think for my children and their children is hope. I think every generation has that, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Especially around this time of remembrance, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I shall be down at our local memorial tomorrow for our 11 o'clock service.
My grandson is doing his first Air Cadets parade tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Are you going?
Yeah. Is it tomorrow? Yes. I'm not
Sunday.
sure. I need to, I was checking what day in my mind it was. So it is tomorrow. I might do. I just need to find out from my daughter where, when ish.
Yeah.
I never actually managed to get to my eldest daughter was in the Air Cadets as well. I never managed to get to hers because it was a bit further. However, she made it into the local paper. So I'm very proud of that. And I've still got the picture. So when I get round to scanning them, I'll let you know. But my eldest grandson has also gone into the cadets now and he's loving it. He's just absolutely loving it. I think it did my eldest the world of good, having that ritual and regime, but also all the fun things that came with it. And yeah, he's doing his first parade tomorrow, first Remembrance Day parade. So I'm so proud. I can't wait to see it. It is.
Yeah.
So it just reminded me that I need to shoot her a message and say, what's happening?
You don't know her name. You don't know her name, Mazzaroth, because you're watching on Reddit. If you're watching on Twitch, we're on Twitch. Mickey, can you post the URL for Twitch, please? We're on Twitch. If you could see us on Twitch, you'd see her name because it's up in the right hand corner. But because you're on Reddit, you can't see it. Hope. I've just been looking through a British newspaper called the Daily Star. And one of the most famous headlines from the Daily Star is about a guy who broke a world record by sticking 9 cream eggs up his bum. And this is why I think our generation is a bit stupid.
But that's what I'm saying, because this is what I'm saying about the media. The media thinks this is so great to feed us. So we think it's great, and we as a collective idiots, and so we as a collective idiots do the same kind of thing for clout to get in the papers, and it gets fed back to us, and it's just a load of shit.
I think they should ban TikTok.
Yeah. Well, it's looking like it's going that way, isn't it? The Americans have really got to bug up their arse about TikTok because it's Chinese.
Yeah.
I just noticed we've actually got more people on Reddit than we have on Twitch, which is unusual.
Well, that's unusual. Yeah.
It's very unusual. So, good evening, Reddit. You've come alive. This is our second. We're ending soon, but this is our second to last stream on Reddit. Our last stream on Reddit will be on Monday because it all stops. Reddit stops streaming, which is a bit of a shame. I grew up thinking the sky was the limit. I didn't grow up thinking the sky was the limit because in July 1969, I sat in my front room on our brand new colour telly watching Man Walk on the Moon. So I knew the sky wasn't the limit. So...
Yeah, but was he walking on the moon or was he walking across the Arizona desert?
Well, yeah, I know. The next television program was Black Beauty. It was all about Elvis riding on Sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah. I don't buy into that conspiracy theory, Miri. I actually think we went to the moon, Mickey. I've been to the UN building in New York, and in the foyer of the UN building in New York, they've actually got a piece of the moon rock. And you actually see it, and when you see it, you realise, yeah, we did go to the moon. I mean, to fake everything like that would take. I mean, I've seen what's the film, the Gemini Project, the Gemini.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
yeah, with Josh Brolin's father.
Capricorn 1.
Capricorn 1. That's it. I've seen that film. And the amount of people involved to actually fake it is phenomenal. And you couldn't do things like it's a simple thing like having a piece of moon rock in the foyer of the United Nations building. The number of people that would have to be involved for that fake to be pulled off is phenomenal. And people can't keep their mouths shut. You know what they'd be like? They'd be selling their story to the press.
I was going to say, too many people involved for it to to have been kept quiet.
Yeah, exactly, Mickey. Too many people involved. And people are mercenary. They sell their story to the press to do it. So, no, I don't buy into that conspiracy theory at all. We went there. Now I have to teach my children about they will need to have less and less than me. Okay, less and less what? We'll have more and more leisure time.
If they're talking about material stuff, then that's a good thing.
Yeah, if you're materialistic, yes, that's what I said. You've got to define what your legacy is.
We're overproducing crap, and we're over-consuming crap.
Well, exactly. I mean, this Woody show is a perfect example of how we overproduce crap.
Yeah, and we recycle crap on here. No, don't forget, we are recycling crap on here.
Crap, yeah.
I mean, it annoys me, it niggles me that the youngsters keep on about climate change, and yet they are the biggest users of technology, which uses power, than there's ever been. Huh?
Yep.
You've got the phones, you've got their Xboxes, you've got the PlayStations, you've got the TVs, and that's just in their bedroom. You know?
Yeah, and oh my God, God forbid the Wi-Fi goes down.
You know,
I had to buy a new TV this morning. Mickey?
You did?
Yeah, my TV went wrong.
Oh dear. Huh?
I had to buy a new one.
But you know, I mean, they blame our generation for what's going on with the planet now, but they've got to accept some responsibility that they're actually contribute to it by the amount of power that they consume on all these items that they're using. So you know, I can't see that people should blame one generation over another for global warming. I really can't. I really don't.
Andy just said over-consuming crap from China, and that's what.
Well, exactly, and I mean, we've got those stupid people again this week on the gantries over the M25 protesting about stop oil. Why don't they fuck off to China and India, which we produce about 1% of the total world pollution? Fuck off to China or India where they do it and see how far you get out there.
Yeah.
I've stopped us on Reddit, by the way, because it's midnight. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm really struggling here.
That's good. That's good.
You all right with that?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Monday will be our last stream, so.
On Reddit.
On Reddit, yeah.
Reddit. Yeah, not on Twitch. We're here forever on Twitch.
Yeah. So goodbye, everybody. All three of you on Twitch.
Good night.
Bye. Back on Monday.